Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Negril man gunned down at home on Christmas Day. A man was shot dead inside his red ground Negril house on Christmas Day. The deceased has been identified as 34-year-old Floyd Walters, otherwise called Brugger. Reports from the police are that shortly after 7 p.m., Walters was alone inside his house while his wife and other family members were at a nearby shop when they heard several explosions sounding like gunshots coming from the home. When family members made checks, they found Walters lying on the ground in the yard. The police were summoned, and on their arrival, Walters was seen lying on his back in a pool of blood, suffering from what appeared to be multiple gunshot wounds to his head. He was transported by the police to the Savannah Public General Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Investigations are ongoing. Hotel employee dies in accident on Christmas Day. A woman is now dead and several others injured following a two-vehicle collision along the Greenwood Main Road on Christmas Day. The deceased has since been identified as 41-year-old Celia Jarrett, a resident of Friendship District in Trelawney. Reports coming from the police are that about 11:40 p.m., Jarrett was a passenger in a Toyota Coaster bus along with several others when it collided with a Toyota Vaxi. The injured people were taken to hospital, where Jarrett was pronounced dead. Jarrett was an employee at a resort in Rosehall, St. James, where she was a supervisor. She was on the staff bus heading towards Falmouth when the incident took place. She has been described as a nice person by those who knew her, with one former employee saying that she always treated those she supervised with care. Her death in the crash is the second one recorded in just over a month, where a hotel employee succumbed to injuries sustained. Andrea Barrett Ferguson, another hotel employee, died on November 13, 2022, after the bus she was traveling in jumped the median and collided with another coaster along the Flanker Main Road. Men shot as cops attack while shutting down party in Westmoreland. 2 men remain in hospital after being shot by the police during an operation to shut down an illegal party in Ricketts River, Westmoreland on Christmas Day. The police say the cops took evasive action after the team came under an attack while trying to lock off the event. The police report that information was received around 3:20 a.m. about an illegal party being held at a bar in Ricketts River. They say a team was sent to the location and that while the cops were attempting to shut it down, they reportedly came under an attack by 2 men and other patrons. According to the police, the lawmen were forced to open fire at the angry mob, hitting both men in the process. The injured men were taken to hospital where they were admitted under police guard. The incident is now being investigated by the Independent Commission of Investigations Indicom. JDF intercepts vessel carrying 2,000 pounds of cocaine. The Jamaica Defense Force JDF, Maritime Air and Cyber Command, through synergetic coordination of its air and maritime assets, says it successfully intercepted a vessel carrying approximately 2,000 pounds of cocaine. In a release on Monday, the JDF also revealed that 3 Jamaicans who were aboard that Go Fast boat were detained and are being processed. The interdiction occurred at approximately 4:15 a.m. on Monday, December 26 in Jamaica's territorial waters. According to the Army, the 19 large packages of cocaine, which reportedly came from South America, have an estimated street value of 1.1 billion Jamaican dollars. The JDF says, as the investigative process continues, all the relevant and appropriate authorities have been contacted regarding the bus. The Army also indicated that it continues to be vigilant in protecting Jamaica's blue economy through its collaborative operational capabilities, both in the air and maritime spaces, throughout the day and night. Jamaicans are being encouraged to contact the security forces using the JDF tip hotline at 876-837-8888 to provide assistance in ridding the country of criminal activities. Cops seeks man who threw away gun at Christmas party. Police are searching for a man who was spotted throwing away what turned out to be an illegal firearm at a complex of a popular guest house in Clarendon on Christmas Day. The firearm, a Taurus special revolver, was found in a bag that the man discarded when he was accosted by the police during a party at the facility. Up to publication time, the man had still not been found. It was reported that around 1:25 a.m., cops on mobile patrol went to the guest house complex while the party was in full swing when they spotted a man with a black knapsack. Upon seeing the police, the man began acting in a manner that aroused suspicion. The police shouted to the man, who dropped the bag and ran. The police retrieved the knapsack, searched it, and the illegal firearm, which contained 4 rounds of ammunition, was seen inside. It was seized and a search launched for the suspect. Farmers concerned over lack of animal feed. Concern is growing among poultry and livestock farmers across the island, who say they are running out of feed for their animals. This amid a major shortage of commodity across the country. On Friday, the Agriculture Ministry assured that the matter would have been resolved at the weekend, but farmers are still facing difficulties sourcing feed. One poultry farmer, Clifton Grant from Greenhill, Westmoreland, has lamented the lack of information available to the concerned farmers. He said he and other farmers in his region have been using alternatives. Mr. Grant noted that farmers are concerned that they could lose their livestock if the issue is not addressed soon. He said the 2 main companies that supply the commodity have not been responding to queries.
Well, I am in Greenhill, Westmoreland, and I have roughly about 2,500 birds. I'm a registered poultry farmer, and we have to be using layer feeds and pig mash that is available now to give to the broiler chickens. There is nothing in Savlamar, nothing in Westmoreland, nothing in Hanover. I drive all over looking for poultry feed to buy. That is broiler feed, to be specific. And there is nothing. Nothing is there. We're not getting any response from the companies, so we don't know what is happening. I asked the company, what is happening? And up to Monday last week, they sent out baby birds. And I said, what's the sense of you sending baby birds for people to buy? Did you advise the public that you're going to be short on feed? You should have sent out a public notice to everyone saying that there's going to be a feed shortage. But yet you send out baby chickens up to last week, Monday.
Meanwhile, livestock farmers are facing a similar situation procuring bag feed for their animals. St. Anne farmer Nistran said he too had to turn to alternatives to ensure that the small amount of feed he has for his goods does not run out.
I have to be using more leafy fodder versus using like just grass. I still have some bag feed left, so I'm hoping that they will get this sorted out before I actually run out. Because normally when I go out and I buy like 15 bags each time. So for me, luckily for me, I have a few bags. I'm just hoping for the best and hoping that the feed mills they get this rectified, because it's from both mills as far as I got to understand. Both Nutrimix and Hyper are having issues.
22-year-old dies in Christmas Day crash in St. Catherine. Tyrone Elliott, a 22-year-old customer service representative of Graffiti Way, Waterford in St. Catherine, succumbed to injuries he sustained in a collision on the Twickenham Park main road in the parish on Sunday, December 25th. Reports are that about 4:20 p.m., Elliott was driving a motorcycle along the roadway when he collided in the right side of a Nissan motor truck that drove out into the path of the motorcycle. Elliott, who fell from the motorcycle and was injured, was assisted to hospital where he died while being treated. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell